A refugee family living in Buffalo is still shaken up tonight after a ceiling collapsed in their new home this weekend. Now they're raising questions about the safety of other families. Good evening. Donna's off tonight. We wanted to know who helps refugee families find homes and who's responsible for inspecting them. News 4's Callan Gray went digging for answers tonight. Callan?
Jackie, the federal government is in charge of the entire resettlement process, but local agencies find homes for refugees. One of those agencies, Journey's End, says the State Department was here just last year inspecting its houses and didn't find any major problems.
At a home on Grant Street, debris covers the floor and pieces of the ceiling hang down, exposing the wood underneath.
While we've been sitting inside the house, the roof of the house fell on us. It's really discouraging when someone comes here seeking help and then you find yourself in this condition.
He was visiting family friend BAUNDA, who lives in the home with his wife and 7 children. They came to America 3 weeks ago as refugees from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
I'm afraid because there is many things which is not good in the house.
He says there is also water leaking in the sitting room, and he blames local resettlement agencies for placing them in what he calls an unsafe home. We reached out to Journey's End, who would not comment on this case, but the executive director tells us they use a list of trusted landlords to find a home for refugee families, and each family is assigned a caseworker who they can report problems to. The federal government gives Journey's End money for each refugee to be used in part for rent in the first few months of resettlement. Community advocate and pastor Sargent says citywide, refugees are still being placed in bad houses.
You're talking about people who've escaped war and poverty and you know, diseases, and to come to America and for them to say that they had it better in a refugee camp in another country is a terrible thing to hear.
The landlord would not talk to News 4, but the city of Buffalo says its inspector went to the house today and found the ceiling replaced and no other violations. Reporting live, Callan Gray, News 4 at 11.